Debate by Jolene Williams, Quintus Rami, Jonathan Arandis, and Rolando Soles. Read by Jolene Williams. Introduction slide. Jolene Williams did the reading and design of the slideshow in slide number 15. Quintus Rami did slide number 7, number 8, and number 12. Rolando Soles did slide number 5, number 6, number 10, and number 11. And Jonathan Arandis did slide number 4, number 13, and number 14. Part 1. Pros of abortion. First pro. The U.S. Supreme Court has declared abortion to be a fundamental right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. In the case Roe v. Wade, the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction. Second pro. Reproductive choice empowers women by giving them control over their own bodies. The choice for a woman to give birth should be made by her and not anyone else. It's also giving her the choice to choose her own future with or without a child. Third pro. Abortion is justified as a means of population control. If you think about it, when women get an abortion, they are basically doing population control on the basic level. There would be many more people in the world if there were no abortions. With 55.9 million abortions performed each year worldwide, the population increase would be substantial. Population control has been a problem since the 1950s. A lot of countries had made laws to combat this, such as China implementing the one-child law that ended in 2015, once population was in control once again. Fourth pro. Fetuses are incapable of feeling pain when most abortions are performed. According to a review by Britain's Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, most neuroscientists believe that the cortex is necessary for pain perception. The cortex does not become functional until at least the 26th week of a fetus's development, long after most abortions are performed. On Monday, January 13th, the Supreme Court declined to hear a lower court ruling abolishing an Arizona law that criminalized abortions at 20 weeks. Fifth pro. Access to legal, professional, and performed abortions reduces maternal injury and death caused by unsafe, illegal abortions. According to Daniel R. Michel Jr., MD, chair of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Keck School of Medicine, University of Southern California, before abortion was legalized, women would frequently try to induce abortions by using coat hangers, knitting needles, or radiator flush, or by going to unsafe back alley abortionists. In 1972, there were 39 maternal deaths from illegal abortions. By 1976, after Roe v. Wade had legalized abortion nationwide, this number dropped to 2. The World Health Organization estimated that unsafe abortions caused 68,000 maternal deaths worldwide each year. Many of those in developing countries where safe and legal abortion services are difficult to access. Part 2. Cons of abortion. First con. Abortions can have psychological effects. While most women don't suffer any after effects for getting an abortion, others can have some or substantial mental health problems as time goes on, like anxiety, depression, and substance abuse. Second con. Abortions can be expensive. Depending at the time of wanting to abort a pregnancy, the cost to do so is costly. Like in the early stages of pregnancy, it can cost around $500, while later down the road, it can cost a couple $1,000s. Third con. Abortions reduce the numbers of adoptable babies. Instead of having the option to abort, women should give their unwanted babies to people who cannot conceive. The percentage of infants given up for adoption in the United States declined from 9% of those born before 1973 to 0.5% of those born in 2014. As a result of the lack of women putting their children up for adoption, the number of U.S. infant adoptions dropped from about 90,000 in 1971 to 18,329 in 2014. Around 2.6 million Americans are seeking to adopt children. Fourth con. Selective abortion based on genetic abnormalities, eugenic termination, is overt discrimination. Physical limitations don't make those with disabilities less than human. The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 provides civil rights protection to people born with disabilities so they can lead fulfilling lives. The National Down Syndrome Society states that people with Down syndrome live at home with their families and are active participants in the educational, vocational, social, and recreational activities of the community. People with Down syndrome are valued members of their families and their communities, contributing to society in a variety of ways. The increase in abortions of babies with Down syndrome, over 80% of women choose to abort Down syndrome babies, reduced the Down syndrome population by 15% between 1989 and 2005. Fifth con. If women become pregnant, they should accept the responsibility that comes with producing a child. People need to take responsibilities for their actions and accept the consequences. Having sexual intercourse, even when contraceptive methods are used, carries with it the risk of a pregnancy. The unborn baby should not be punished for a mistake made by adults. If women are unprepared to care for their children, they should at least put them up for adoption. And we chose pro-abortion. We believe that each woman should have the right to their own body, and that if abortion was taken away, women would go back to using dangerous and unsafe methods of abortion to rid herself of an unwanted pregnancy. Also, we believe that it is a great way to help population control. And here's our sources. So yeah, that's it, and I hope you have a good day.